Hi everyone, and welcome to week 10. So we're over the hump of midterm and we are heading towards the end of the semester. So what do we have going on for week 10? So in our week 10 information, check it out. There's really nothing new we're learning. This is mostly just a work week and that you'll be finishing up project 2 and starting project 3. Make sure to read the project 3 information, which is right here. We'll get to that in just a minute. Otherwise, for your assignments, you've got your final project that you should be finishing up. So here's your final project. You've already done the introduction and methodology, so just make sure you go back and read my feedback and make any needed corrections. Also, the results is what you just did this last week in week 9. So just once again, go back, go through my feedback, make sure that you fix anything that you need fixed. Combine it with that introduction methodology, add your conclusion, please make sure the conclusion is worth a good number of points. So if you look, the conclusion is worth 20 points out of 100. That means that if you mess up the conclusion, like the highest you could get is a low B, high C. So please make sure that the conclusion really is important. You've got references and appendix if needed. The appendix is where you could put your Minitab output if you don't want to put it in, like in here with the results. You could refer people to the appendix or refer the reader to the appendix. Make sure to add your abstract, do your title page, make sure to add headings in here. So there's your final project. You also have the project 2 extra credit. The extra credit is just kind of be creative, explore the data. So what questions did you look at in your comparison? What did you do? So include all of that. What were your results? What do they mean? Just basically, I'm not going to set a minimum or maximum for this extra credit. It's just wow me with it. I don't know. Just, yeah, wow me. Moving on, so project 3. So project 3 involves store prices, and we're going to be comparing similar items at competing stores. So we're going to start by you picking 2 to 3 different competing stores, and that's each one of you will get to pick your stores. So everyone's doing this on their own. And then you need to pick the same or very similar items to compare their prices. I'll review your plan, give you feedback, and once you've gotten the green light, you'll end up collecting the data and analyzing it. So this is kind of this is what you'll be doing. But for right now, what you need to be focusing on is first the discussion, brainstorming for project 3. For this, you'll pick 2 to 3 of the competing stores. And so specifically, what you need to be doing for this discussion, and I guess I need to say for this discussion. So for your task for this discussion is to brainstorm about the different types of stores and types of products. So to get you help, to get you started, here are 2 examples, different beauty products from CVS, Target, and Ulta, different types of gun ammo from Dick's, Gander Mountain, and Bass Pro. Yes, the student really did do that one. Also, online stores can be used, but only if there is a difference in prices between the stores. In some cases, online stores automatically update their prices. So we had an issue where a student was comparing, I think it was Sephora and Ulta, and every single item she compared between the 2 stores, the prices were exactly the same. And the only thing I can think of is they had some kind of bot that was going through that whenever one changed, the other one updated just in order to make it comparable so people wouldn't have, like, oh, well, things are always cheaper at Sephora or always cheaper at Ulta. So just make sure if you're thinking about using online stores, just take a quick peek and make sure there actually is some difference in prices for the items. So the follow-up post, just comment, see if you can help people brainstorm. The biggest thing is just you're here trying to help people figure out what types of stores and products would be the most interesting. For a better idea then of what you'll be doing, so you're going to brainstorm for this, but then you're going to actually plan out, this is what you're doing. So this should give you more of an idea. So for here, this is where you're actually kind of proposing, planning, saying to me, this is exactly what you're going to do. So what stores are you comparing and what types of merchandise? That's just a general. You then need 25 to 30 items that you're actually comparing. So come up with a tentative list of the items you plan on comparing. Why are you picking these items? So here you would need to compare the exact or very similar items for each store. So for example, a 12.5 ounce can of Campbell's cream and mushroom soup, that would be an exact, where you would say I'm comparing this exact brand and type, size, everything from Walmart, IGA, and Kroger, versus 12.5 ounce of the store brand cream and mushroom soup, which would be something very similar, but you'd say I want the IGA brand, the Kroger brand, the Walmart brand. Hold on. Sorry, phone going off there. Okay, so, sorry, I actually did take that phone call. Sorry. So you need to compare the exact or very similar items if you're doing an online store. So this is really important. If you're using an online store, make sure to do the quick check and to see that there is a price difference. Online stores can only be used if there's a difference in prices between most of the items. So if not, you're going to have to pick different stores. You're going to have to do something different. So it's probably better to go ahead and do a quick search now and just double check, is there a difference if you're using online stores. Also, now is the time to think about the methods of how you are going to actually collect your data. Will you use in-store coupons, sale prices, only the original price? Side note, it might actually be good to write both down. This can be used for additional comparison later. And then create a table to compare the data, not to compare, but to collect the data. You'll need to collect specific information about the size and brand as well as the price. So here, example table 1 is just the regular prices, and you're saying specifically, this size Campbell cream mushroom, this, liter Pepsi. Example 2 table, this is where I've got, the saver prices, sale price, saver's card price, regular, sale price. Oh god, it looks like I flipped my regular prices and my sale prices. But, oh well, you get the idea. And also remember, do not collect any data until I reviewed and okayed what you're doing. So that is week 10. No quizzes, and the discussion is pretty much just brainstorming for project 3. So this should be a week for hopefully you catch your breath and really put some time and effort into making sure that the final project's good, maybe doing that extra credit, and doing a good job with that planning. So hopefully this is a good week for everybody, and you can catch your breath, and I will see you in our discussions.